Hello there, this is Chibi Pet, and in this video, we finally got a second engage banner after like what, 6 months? And it's focusing on Brodia, which means Diamant and Alcryst are in it, and they are two that I have been waiting to get into Fae for so long, or at least ever since I played Engage. So yeah, I'm super excited about this. But yeah, let's get going! Let's go! Ikuya! Yeah, so glad to see both of them are finally in Fae. Diamant in particular looks really interesting as a unit because I've seen people compare him to Brave Dimitri with like his true damage reduction based off of defense. So yeah, I'm really curious to see how he plays out. Oh! Well. So Lapis, does this mean your liege is gonna be appearing soon? That was unexpected. That doesn't look a very good IV for her. I don't know what her slot score is. Sure. Yeah, really interested in seeing how Diamant plays out, but honestly, I mean, Alcryst and Diamant could be like the worst units in Fae, and I wouldn't care. I'm just happy to see them in here. I know like a lot of people were like saying that the next Engage banner wouldn't be Brodia because, oh well, they'd have to include male O'Lear on it somehow, and if it's a Brodia banner, then that means the princes will of course have to be premium 5 stars, which means no room for girls, and Ios would never do that, which I personally think is ridiculous. But yeah, but the fact that we're getting male O'Lear for free was really unexpected, and you don't even have to do anything. You don't need to like have purchased Engage like with the male Byleth thing from years ago. No, you just log in and you get them for free, which is really nice of IS. I mean, yeah, his skills aren't nearly as good as his female counterparts, but I mean, I believe he has the same weapon as female O'Lear, which means he gives the charge effect to anyone he's sporting with, which is really nice. I do like the charge effect a lot. Very helpful for ether raids, for doing hit and run strats. So yeah, that's super cool. But yeah, Diamant and Alcryst I have been waiting for in Fae ever since I played Engage because I ended up really liking them. Well, to begin with, I like their designs, like Diamant especially, but both of them are very evocative of the of like traditional Fire Emblem designs. And I'm kind of mixed on like Engage's designs for the cast as a whole, so having characters who look more in line with classic Fire Emblem designs is really really refreshing. But there's also how like both of them have a really healthy relationship with each other, because I know Fire Emblem really likes to have conflict because, you know, it makes for a more interesting character dynamic. But in Alcryst and Diamant's case, it's not detrimental to their relationship. They both truly do care for each other. And like in Alcryst's case, he feels very insecure about himself because, you know, oh, I guess this is physical follow-up. Well, I already happened to get her on the on her debut banner, and I promptly foddered her off to my legendary female Shez. I guess I can now grind up her hero merit. I mean, sure. I'll take that. That's definitely better than getting, like, I don't know, a freaking Gregor. Yeah, like, Alcryst and Diamants, they clearly do care for one another. In Alcryst's case, even though, you know, Diamant, he sees Diamant as being, like, the ace, the most perfect person ever, and he can't even possibly hope to match up. So that gives him, like, an inferiority complex. But he doesn't use it to be a jerk about it. I mean, he doesn't see himself as having any redeemable qualities, which is why he's therefore more than willing to put himself into harm's way, specifically to protect those that he cares about. Like, he's basically willing to use himself as, like, a human shield. Which admittedly is kind of funny, because, you know, he's an archer, who's supposed to stay in the back. But the fact that he doesn't act like a coward, and is clearly willing to put himself in harm's way to protect his loved ones is very admirable, and in my opinion balances out his insecurity. Which, yes, I'll admit, like, it does get grating at times when he's, like, constantly saying, like, oh no, I'm so worthless. Like, yeah, it does get grating at times, but I feel like he has enough redeemable aspects to his character to outweigh that part. I will admit that it is super funny how, in Engage, if you send Alcryst into the arena, if you're trying to, like, grind SP or something for him, one of, like, the lines he'll say is, it's me, Alcryst, the Prince of Rhodia, who's not Diamant. I remember, like, the first time I heard that, he happened to be pitted against Diamant. And I was like, this feels so awful, but it was so funny. I'm like, I'm so sorry, Alcryst. Yeah, and Diamant is probably because he really reminds me of Xander. Like, I really, like, he has, like, a lot of the same qualities that I love about Xander. He's very stoic, or, you know, kind of no-nonsense in a way. But underneath that, he has a very warm heart, and is fiercely protective of not only, like, you know, his younger sibling, you know, but also, you know, people that he cares about. And also, I'll admit that for, like, a more shallow reason, it's because in the Japanese version, he's voiced by Soabe Junichi-san, who tends to be typecasted into playing attractive male characters, because he has one hell of a sexy voice. Like, if you hear Diamant's S support wake up lines in Japanese, and it's like, oh my god. Like, man, they knew what they were doing casting him as Diamant. Like, if I recall correctly, there was, like, a Japanese poll, well, for a Japanese magazine specifically, where Diamant was, like, voted #1, which doesn't surprise me because Japanese magazines tend to attract more female readers than male ones. So if that's the case, it wouldn't surprise me that Diamant was, you know, basically #1 on the list, or at least really high up, because he was obviously tailor-made to appeal to male-attracted females. Let's see, I have some free summons. But yeah, I was also like really taken aback when I played Engage and how there's certain unique dialogue that both of them have during a specific fight in Engage. I'm not gonna like say what the context is because that would be kind of spoilerish, but it was genuinely heartbreaking. Like up to that point, I'd been like really indifferent to like the writing in Engage, and so when I saw like that, like the unique dialogue both of them have, I was honestly shocked and kind of saddened. Like I was like, damn, I feel really bad now. Yeah, now that Diamant and Alcryst are both in Fae now, I'm waiting for Vale and Rafal. They're like the two characters from Engage now that I really want to see in Fae. Vale, I'm 100% expecting to arrive somehow. If not on a regular banner, probably as a legendary, maybe a mythic. I feel like her role in the story is kind of more similar to like Tiki's, and Tiki got a legendary, so I kind of feel like Vale will get a legendary. She could qualify for a mythic. I don't know. I just can do whatever they want, obviously. But yeah, I do expect Vale to get into Fae eventually. It's like more a case of when, not if. Rafal. I honestly don't expect him to get into Fae, really. Mainly due to spoiler reasons. Probably the best I can hope for is being brought in as probably a garbage GHB unit. Mr. Ike. We already had one since +10. Man, I remember like when Ike first dropped and everyone was like, oh my god, Heavy Blade. It's like so strong. And I was like, whatever. At least he has cool resplendent art. I will say, I was like really surprised that the upcoming GHB is going to be Zephia. Because I was 100% expecting her to, you know, to be a banner seller, because you know she's clearly like a hot lady, evil, hot, seductive lady. So this makes me wonder then if this means we're going to get an Engage banner that focuses on the DLC characters, where it'll have like, you know, all of like the good counterparts. Ooh, okay, that's not bad. I already have you, but I swear every Fallen Maria I've gotten has been like bad IDs, but whatever. She has a decent parter, so. Well, at least my pity breakers so far have been good ones. But yeah, I expect that there will be a banner focusing on the DLC characters. So like, Mel will be probably like banner star. We'll probably also get, you know, Gregor? Yes, Emerge Valencia! Let's go! Yaisha! Oh man, I'm so glad Alencia got a Resplendent because as much as I love Alencia, her original base art, like, I could not stand because of how childlike she looked. But here she actually looks more like how you would expect her to be. I cannot get a single good idea, Alencia. Oh, I see. It's because I got Ike as a 4-star special Brogos, I see. So she's just following him. That's kind of adorable. Yeah. I expect basically, I expect the, now probably the Four Winds sans Mavier, because Mavier in the DLC is basically the same as his version in the base game. So we'll probably get like Nell, 3 of the Four Winds, and then we'll get Nil as a GHB.
いつか召喚士殿と手合わせ願いたいな。その時でどう戦うんだ。そこに触れるとは思わなかったぞ。私もまだまだだ。この装束は耐久防塵に優れている。魔法は通してしまうかもしれんがな。弱点でも探しているのか。悪いがそのあたりではないぞ。
Sorry, I just really like his voice. Oh my god, it just hits me in all the right ways, you know? Yeah, so glad to see the Brodia bros are finally here. Yeah, this does make me wonder if this means we'll be getting the other 4 hounds as GHBs, maybe? I mean, granted, like... I mean, I'm 100% expecting Mavier to be a GHB. Probably, like, your typical, like, slow Lance cav. You know, akin to, like, Conrad and Gerald. But Gerald at least has a really good pure up weapon. I'm not expecting Mavier to get anything good. Yeah, speaking of Ike, I hope your Hall of Forms went well. Mine went surprisingly fantastic. I got every skill that I wanted for both Fallen Ike and Asala, which kind of threw me for a loop because in the lineup's original run, I was devoting everything trying to get skills for those two. Could not get, and basically got suboptimal kits for them, which really disappointed me. But here, I got everything I wanted. So yeah, I was like really pleased with that, and I had plenty of leftover torches, so I decided to use them for Micaiah. I'm kind of uncertain if I want to get Micaiah because I unfortunately was not able to get Guidance 4 on her, which I really wanted. She did end up getting Attack Res Oath, which is really good, so I'm on the fence about it. I mean, I have plenty of Forma Souls, so it's like I could definitely afford it. Also, apparently the upcoming units for the Thracia Hall forms were data mined, and I think it was predicted that Legendary Leaf would be on there. so that wasn't a surprise. The other three, though, are kind of... not the most exciting. So I'm just gonna like sink all of my resources into the leaf, and then... Because my legendary leaf, I think, is like +2 or +3, so maybe I can get like some good skills from him, like defense rose smoke for. So I hope your Seer Snare runs went well, that you were able to make it to the end. Mine overall was pretty good. Some of the boss maps were a bit tricky. Like the Legendary Calm one was kind of mean, but the final map definitely required some thinking. Yeah, I was able to like clear them all on my first try. The only map I actually had trouble with was the one that had Ascended Fur on it because of Bright Siri. Her C skill giving for extra movement. Ugh. That was like the only map that like actually gave me trouble. All of the others I was able to complete. Yeah, my team consisted of legendary female Shez, who basically carried the whole team on her shoulders. My queen could not have completed maps without her. Like, she even was able to one-round Legendary Lyn on the final map, thanks to rolling both Wind Sweep and Nulpa Whoop. Yeah, that was fun. I also brought her summer version to deal with any of the green units that would have given her legendary counterpart trouble. Let's see, I also brought Young Hector because he was a bonus unit and he functioned as a far saver. He's also a pretty good melee tank. Like, he was so helpful for just shrugging off Legendary Crom's attacks. Like, even with effective damage, like, Crom was doing like nothing to him. And then finally Elamine for being a healer as well as providing support, which was very... Oh, it's Fallen Celica. Which was very crucial in the map that had Saros in it, because since I didn't have a dancer, it was difficult to be able to I knew I needed to snipe Annette turn 1 because otherwise she would be able to rally somebody, and in order to try to snipe one of my more fragile units. And so I ended up needing to take Annette out with Legendary Female Shez, bring Hector over, have Hector swap in so that he could take on Saros, and then that meant he had to face tank both Lysithea and potentially Halloween Zane. Which he was able to do so despite having severe weapon triangle disadvantage against Lysithea because Elamine was able to false start her so that she couldn't trigger her special. Yeah, that map was definitely probably one of the trickier ones. Because Hector hadn't unlocked Fire Save yet, so... Oh! Okay.
私でよければ話し相手になるが、面白い話であれば、我が進化たちに聞くのが一番だぞ。
Yeah, it's really interesting how they implemented his fair fight skill into Faye, and how I've been seeing so many memes based off of like Super Smash Bros. Melee, you know, the final destination, no items, Fox only, you know, that meme format. It's been very funny. I guess I might as well pull a full circle. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with Seer Snare. Wasn't quite as easy this time as it was last time, but still, I had a lot of fun with it. And Chaos Season also had a blast with that. Summer Female Shez being the bonus unit meant she just completely smashed apart everything in her path. Like, it was so satisfying seeing her just tear through the likes of blue near save tanks like Ascended Idun like they were nothing. Like, oh my gosh, that was so fun. Had such a good time using her. Like, the team that I used her with was with Legendary Yuri for movement and hit and run shenanigans. Elamine to, you know, inflict full start. For Mortis, since he was both a bonus unit and he acted as my far save tank. And Plumeria because I was able to pick up a Plumeria from Binding Worlds that had Firestorm Dance 3. So that was extremely useful for both giving Shez and Yuri much needed attack and speed, but also giving them the desperation effects that they could like smack opponents before the enemy could retaliate. I'm so glad that there's 2 sparks on this. Man, I don't understand why 4-person 3% banners just hate my guts. I have so much better luck on 8% banners. Like, if you saw my legendary Guinevere summoning session, that was insane. I mean, yeah, I didn't get the last Mortis merge that I wanted, but like, I got basically so many other good things. Meanwhile, I tried to summon on a 3% 4-person banner and I just get completely mucked over. Man, Senna is such a good pick for Alcryst. Like, they did such a great job. Like, he looks so sad and pitiful. It's like, oh, poor guy. Poor thing. Oh man. I just really want to give him a hug. Poor guy. Oh wait, I just realized his attacking special artwork is based off of, I think when he gets a crit in his unique class. I don't remember what it's called. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is how he, this is like the pose he assumes whenever he gets like a crit or procs Luna or something. I'm kind of surprised he didn't actually come with Luna. Although Deadeye makes more sense.
恐縮です。ああ、そんなにつついても何も出ませんよ。
His sprite looks so oh my god. Oh my god, even his sprite looks so pathetic. Poor guy. Well, that'll be it for this summoning video. If you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. And I wish you the best of luck in your summons if you're summoning on this banner. And I hope that wherever you are, you're able to take care of yourself and stay safe. And especially like with the summer heat going on, if you live in an area that's affected by it, I really hope you're able to keep yourself hydrated. So yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next summoning video, which is probably going to be in August, because I do really want to like try to finish my legendary Nail Robin, and I wouldn't mind picking up legendary Minion because I don't have her and she's a really good dancer.